Ever felt that knot in your stomach, a shiver down your spine just looking at a picture? Imagine standing at the edge of a bridge where a single wrong step could send you plummeting into an abyss. Forget your everyday commutes. We're talking about structures so terrifying, they redefine fear itself. What if I told you there are bridges out there that play mind games with your deepest anxieties, where every creak and sway whispers tales of the impossible? In this video, we're not just showing you scary bridges, we're diving into the sheer psychological terror they evoke. From dizzying heights to rickety planks over churning waters, prepare to confront your absolute worst nightmares. Will you dare to cross them, even virtually? Stay tuned, because your perception of safe is about to change forever. Prepare to test your limits at the Caracica Reed Rope Bridge in Northern Ireland, a seemingly simple crossing that often leaves visitors trembling. Suspended nearly 100 feet above the churning Atlantic Ocean, this swaying span connects the mainland to a tiny, rocky island. As you step onto the wooden planks, the wind whiffs around you, and the sheer drop below seems to pull at your feet. Every creak of the ropes, every gentle sway, amplifies the sensation of vulnerability. Despite its modern safety features, the historical context of its original, far flimsier design by salmon fishermen adds to the primal fear. Can you brave the dizzying heights and the open expanse of the sea beneath your feet? Or will the thought of being stranded on the isolated rock be too much to bear? The Eubine Bridge in Myanmar presents a different kind of terrifying. A slow, creeping unease that comes from its ancient, seemingly fragile construction. As the world's longest and oldest teakwood bridge, this nearly mile-long pedestrian span crosses the shallow Tongthamin Lake. Its fear factor isn't about extreme height, but the unsettling absence of handrails, leaving you exposed to the elements and the water below. During the dry season, the exposed, muddy lakebed beneath the hundreds of weathered wooden pillars can make the bridge seem impossibly high and desolate. The visible decay of some pillars, despite ongoing efforts to replace them, subtly whispers about its age and the constant battle against erosion. Walking amongst locals, monks, and bicycles, you become acutely aware of your vulnerability on this magnificent yet unnervingly open structure. The Deception Pass Bridge in Washington State lives up to its name. Offering a deceptive beauty that quickly gives way to a chilling sense of unease. Soaring approximately 180 feet above turbulent, whirlpool-filled waters, this narrow two-lane bridge connects Whidbey and Fidalgo Islands. What makes it truly terrifying isn't just the dizzying height, but the feeling of vulnerability as large trucks rumble past, causing the structure to subtly vibrate. Then there's the notorious fog, which can descend rapidly, completely obscuring your destination and leaving you suspended in a ghostly void. The constant, powerful currents below add to the ominous atmosphere, hinting at the unforgiving depths that lie beneath. It's a place where the grandeur of nature meets the stark reality of human engineering, creating a truly unsettling experience. Step into a piece of living history at the Puente de Oyuela in Durango, Mexico, a relic from a bygone mining era that now stands as a testament to thrilling fear. This narrow suspension bridge, originally built in 1898 to transport ore from the rich Oyuela mine, spans a deep, desolate canyon. As you walk across its weathered wooden planks, the vast emptiness below is breathtaking and terrifying, with a drop of approximately 327 feet, 95 meters to the canyon floor. The creaking of the timber and the subtle sway of the bridge in the wind evoke a visceral sense of vulnerability. With the ghost town of Oyuela on one side and the entrance to the abandoned mine on the other, the bridge feels like a portal to a forgotten, unsettling past. Amplifying the psychological impact of its dizzying height and rustic construction. Prepare for a breathtaking yet terrifying experience at the Trift Bra in the Swiss Alps. This pedestrian suspension bridge, one of the longest and highest of its kind in the Alps, spans a dizzying 560 feet, 17 meters, and hangs 330 feet, 100 meters above the turquoise glacial waters of Trift Sea. The journey to even reach the bridge involves a thrilling cable car ride and a challenging mountain hike, building anticipation for the precarious crossing. As you step onto its wooden planks, the sheer drop into the gorge below coupled with the subtle sway of the bridge and the mountain winds, creates an intense feeling of exposure and vulnerability. It's a place where the majestic beauty of the Alps meets a primal fear of heights. Making for an unforgettable and perhaps unnerving adventure. Perched precariously over the deep Follett Gorge, the Marienbrücke, or Queen Mary's Bridge, offers an iconic view of Neuschwanstein Castle. But getting that fairy tale photo comes with a dose of intense apprehension. Suspended roughly 300 feet 90 meters above the rushing waterfall below. This seemingly delicate iron bridge sways gently with every gust of wind and every passing tourist. The sheer number of people often packed onto its narrow walkway can heighten the sense of unease, making you feel trapped at a dizzying height. What truly amplifies the fear is the feeling of exposure. There's no solid ground directly beneath you, only the vast chasm, reminding you of the immense drop. It's a breathtaking view, certainly, but one that challenges your nerves as you question the stability of the structure holding you aloft. Soaring nearly 1,000 feet above the raging Arkansas River, the Royal Gorge Bridge in Colorado is a monument to both engineering prowess and sheer terror. As the highest suspension bridge in America, simply looking down through the gaps in its 1,257 wooden planks is enough to trigger a profound sense of acrophobia. Every subtle sway in the wind or the distant rumble of a train far below amplifies the feeling of precariousness. It's not just the height, it's the stark vertical drop into the narrow, rugged canyon, making you feel utterly exposed and vulnerable. Add to this the option of riding a gondola or even a zip line over the gorge, and the Royal Gorge Bridge becomes a multifaceted challenge to your deepest fears. Daring you to confront the vast empty space beneath your feet. The store-size Undead Bridge in Norway, part of the famed Atlantic Ocean Road, earns its terrifying reputation not from extreme height, but from a dizzying optical illusion. As you approach this cantilever bridge, particularly from certain angles, it appears to abruptly end, plunging directly into the churning waters of the Norwegian Sea. This road to nowhere effect creates a jolt of panic, making your mind question if the bridge simply vanishes into the abyss. Add to this the wild, unpredictable weather of the exposed coastline. Sudden gusts of wind, crashing waves, and thick sea fog can engulf the bridge, disorienting drivers and amplifying the sensation of driving off the edge of the world. It's a masterful piece of engineering that plays directly on your primal fear of the unknown and the seemingly impossible. The 7-mile bridge, an iconic stretch of the overseas highway in the Florida Keys, holds a unique kind of terror that's less about dizzying heights and more about immense, inescapable exposure. For nearly 7 miles, you are suspended over the vast, shimmering expanse of the Atlantic Ocean and Gulf of Mexico, with little land in sight. The sheer length of the bridge, combined with its narrow lanes and lack of shoulders in many sections, can induce a profound sense of claustrophobia despite the open water. Imagine being caught in a sudden tropical downpour, the visibility dropping to near zero, or the primal fear of a hurricane approaching, knowing there's virtually nowhere to go. The eerie parallel presence of the decaying old bridge, a stark reminder of a devastating hurricane that claimed lives during its construction, adds a historical chill, transforming a beautiful drive into a psychologically unsettling experience of isolation and vulnerability. Which of these terrifying bridges would you dare to cross, even virtually? Let us know in the comments below. If you felt that familiar chill or that rush of adrenaline, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more journeys into the world's most unnerving places. Until next time, stay safe and maybe stick to bridges with a bit more solid ground beneath them.